Hello and welcome to the incredibly influential and highly successful podcast. My name is Kale. I'm incredibly influential.
My name is Danny, and I'm highly successful.
Today is, what is it, Saturday? Saturday,
Uh,
July 26th, 2025 is where we're recording this. And we just watched that Fantastic Four movie everyone's been talking about. Um, Man, I don't, huh. It was pretty bad, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Danny? It was pretty awful.
like my only favorite reference, is what's it called? The Chris Evans was one. That's the one I watched before.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Well,
I've never been
that
like the
different.
biggest Fantastic Four fan, but I I think they're all right characters. I thought this movie was could have been better. Could have been better.
I think this movie was really really bad. Yeah, no, it was really awful. Um, yeah, the cinematography was really bad. All the colors were very muted. You know what I mean? Like it felt like it wasn't saturated enough. It felt like it was only at like 90% saturation. So it was really depressing to watch.
You know
Um,
what? I get that. I see that.
and I think a lot of the characters were really miscast, right? Like, why'd they get Miles Teller to be Mr. Fantastic?
That's it is interesting for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, I'm not too familiar with like the lore of the brother and sister, Susan and Johnny, but are they like biologically related in like the
They're
lore?
supposed to be.
Yeah, because that threw me off because I didn't know if they were still biologically related. The casting confused me there on that one.
What's really stupid, right, is that they are biologically related, right?
Sure.
Just in case you guys didn't get the bit, we're talking about the 2015 one. You know, we're talking about the 2015 one. There you go. That's the bit. Congratulations. There's the joke. We got jokes. We got jokes, everyone. We got jokes. I'm doing the Trump hand motion things while I'm talking about this right now. I don't know why. But we got jokes, everyone. But anywho, yeah. So they casted Michael B. Jordan as Johnny Storm, right? And that's all well and good. But Johnny Storm and Sue Storm are supposed to be related. So why did they cast a black character and a white character to play siblings and then go out of their way to be like, oh yeah, Sue was adopted, blah 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 blah. Just cast Sue as a black actress. Just do that, man. There were plenty of fucking black actresses working in 2015 who could have fucking been a good casting for that, right? There's no reason that they had to draw attention to the fact that they race swapped Johnny and Doctor Storm when they could have just said, you know, fucking just make the entire Storm family black. I wouldn't have cared. Was it some kind of like anti interracial relationships thing, right? Where like Mr. Fantastic and like Sue get together and like they they didn't want two characters of different races to get together because like that's fucking stupid, right? I fucking do. I don't know. That pissed me off because it's just like why not just you know if you're gonna race swap one of them, why not race swap both of them? Go for it. Fucking dare people to go against it, right? But whatever. What the fuck do I know? Maybe I'm stupid. But anywho, fucking that was annoying. And then also, I'll say, what was the other thing that annoyed me? I feel like everyone was just really miscast. Yeah, I feel like everyone was too young at the time. Like why is Reed and Victor and Sue why were they the project leads on such a really really big scientific project when none of them have even attended a single day of college? Um, I don't know. It's hard to be like it's hard to come up with things that aren't fucking you know, like haven't already been said, because this movie is 10 years old this year, and it's just really fucking, you know, it's old. It's old. There's nothing we can say that hasn't already been said about it. Um, the teacher from the beginning. I know Mr. Sunday Movies, the Weekly Planet. They already said this, but like, why is that guy such a bitter fucking asshole? Like all the time. If I had a fucking fifth grader, you know, I'm not a teacher, but if I was a fucking fifth grader, or if I was a fifth grade teacher and a fifth grader came up in my class and said, I want to be the first person to fucking teleport something, I'd be like, fuck yeah, dude, go for it. You know?
Hmm.
Fucking, it's probably more realistic than fucking all the motherfuckers who are like, oh, I want to be a fucking movie star. I want to do, no, be a fucking scientist. Scientists are awesome. Maybe, maybe I am, uh, maybe I'm biased, cause you know, I'm a STEM major. But like, come on, you know?
Well, I think from my perspective on that is like it's more just about like how enthusiastic he came off saying it, right?
And that
He,
too, yeah.
like I feel like no matter what he said, if he had that much enthusiasm behind it, it's hard to be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, your dreams are unrealistic." You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
some fucking kid from Oyster Bay is like confident and comes up and says, I want to be the first person to teleport matter and shit. Like, bro, put that kid in the gifted and talented program. That kid's fucking going places.
Not only does he have enthusiasm, but he actually had like receipts. He was like, "Oh yeah, we've already started doing this." He had like the research behind it, you know?
Yeah, dude. Fucking, I don't know.
He
Again,
had like
I'm,
the interest, you know?
yeah, like, again, I'm probably biased, but like, he kind of sounds like me when I talk about, oh, direct brain to brain interfacing, you know, communication through fucking brains and shit,
I didn't know
you
they
know?
wanted to teleport things.
Basically, it kind of is like teleporting. I'm activating your brain with my brain, and there's like no communication with the senses, right? And that's fucking crazy, right? But there's like receipts and shit, and there's people who've proven that it exists in animals, and they're like, yeah, why wouldn't it work on people? People have iron 2 oxide in their brains. People's brains create electromagnetic fields. You know, why not? And that's great. You know, come with it. You know, come out with it, and you have the fucking enthusiasm and all that shit. Go for it. But like, yeah, fucking hang on. You know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So fucking, it's there's no reason for him to be that aggro immediately. Absolutely no reason for him to be that aggro, like at all. You know, like hear the fucking kid out and then be like, you know what? That's pretty fucking cool. Good for you, kid. You know, because kid obviously did more research on the career than fucking anyone, right? Like
Ye- For sure.
during the opening credits, we hear the other kid's presentation, and it's like given like dreadfully dull, like a kid who doesn't want to give a fucking presentation, but this kid wants to. Fucking, you know, just for that alone. Even if he said, you know, I want to jerk off fucking horse cocks, right? I want to fucking get my wanking gloves and jerk off horse dicks for a living. If he came with that fucking level of enthusiasm, you give him a fucking passing grade. Goddamn. You know? But, you know,
Yeah, and then later on at the science fair to be like, "Oh yeah, like we're not interested in magic out here." Just instantly writing him off a second time.
yeah, like they said on their review of this fucking movie, is fucking like anyone. If you can do that and make the fucking plane disappear, you win, right? Like I know he broke the fucking backboard, but like if you do that, that is more impressive than fucking anyone else at that fucking science fair. Also, why are two high school seniors at the fucking science fair for children?
That yeah, I didn't understand the age difference. That confused me as
It's
well.
so dumb. It's so dumb. Um.
But
Also,
also, I was like looking at the like the original origin story for the Fantastic Four since I feel like I know it, but after watching these movies, I kind of get a little confused.
mhm.
So they weren't high schoolers in the original. They were actually like scientists, like astronaut already, like
Yeah,
adults,
Johnny
right?
Storm's a pilot. Ben Grimm, I think, is an engineer. And Reed and Sue are both fucking physicists,
right?
right?
So it just all yeah, this it's just all it's bad.
Yeah. Um. Uh. Uh. What I thought was very funny is first of all, Reed is a jaywalking piece of shit. Uh. Fucking hilarious. This superhero, no better than the common criminal. Disgusting. Lock him up, jaywalking motherfucker. Also, how they panned up to the Baxter sign on the building, like that's like they expected everyone to clap, like they held on it too, and it's like I think you vastly overestimate how much people give a shit about the Fantastic Four in 2015.
I will say, like, since like in more recent years, when they have like teased the Fantastic Four, a lot more people care about it. But back then, I don't think it had the pull that it does now. You know,
Yeah,
I know that like in the most recent like Spider-Man games, like it's like in the background of the city somewhere. I'm sure you can find it, right? And
if
like
you're
that's one.
playing a fucking Spider-Man video game, you probably care more than like the average motherfucker who buys a movie ticket because a video game requires a lot more time investment and a lot more money investment because a movie ticket, as expensive as they are, is still about 6 times less than a fucking video game. So it's kind of ridiculous, you know?
Yeah, but like the point is, people have more excitement towards those things. Obviously, it's probably people that are more into Marvel.
Yeah, 100%.
uh, but yeah, it is very funny. Um, I'm trying to think. Uh, what did you think about Victor Von Doom?
So obviously, again, this is something that's already been pointed out. He was originally supposed to be Victor Domashev, and they were supposed to, play it super straight. But then they changed it in post to be Victor Von Doom. So the shitty guy from the fucking shitty Red Hulk movie, he's like, "Oh, you've got Victor Von Doom here with the pause in between," and it's like, obviously 80 yard in because they changed it in post, and it's like, fucking just go for it. And here's what I'm gonna say about fucking Doctor Doom. I'm like, why can't we just get a fucking Doctor Doom who uses magic? Why can we not get a fucking Doctor Doom who is such a D1 fucking player hater that Reed Richards embarrasses him in college and he goes off to learn magic from Tibetan monks, becomes a scientific genius, takes over a small country just to try and fuck Reed Richards' wife? Right? Like,
You
come
know,
on.
I will say that like as somebody who like whenever it comes to like characters that I'm not as invested in,
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot of my lore from these movies, right? And I feel like it's really hard to know what is like the right, I guess, like backstory or what's wrong or right about these certain movies if I go in like blind, right? That's why every time I like watch one of these movies, I'm like, is that right? Because it can't be this badly written in the comics, right?
I feel like it was pretty obvious that this is not what Doctor Doom is in the fucking comics.
Yeah, exactly, right. But kind of going into that a little bit more. Nowadays, more modern movies have just skipped the origin story entirely, which I feel like for a lot of characters, that's probably for the best. We don't need a full origin
Another
story.
Superman origin story, another Batman origin story.
Yeah, we don't need a full Superman, another Batman, another Spider-Man. I feel like for those characters where like people know it, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I know Fantastic Four well enough to where like whenever I watch the new movie, I'll figure it out, right?
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm going. As soon as part one is over, that's where I'm going. So I'm actually really excited for that because they're gonna get Doctor Doom right. Doctor Doom is gonna and like another thing about Doctor Doom, he wears the fucking mask because he has a small facial scar, but his ego is so fucking big and his D1 player hate is so fucking big that he's like, "Oh my god, I'm fucking hideous from this small scar. I'll never forgive you, Reed Richards." I don't even think it's Reed who gives it to him. but like he's so fucking pissy about it that he creates an entire iron suit of fucking armor to like cover it up, and it's just like, bro, why? But
Yeah,
fucking yeah, no, it's
I know
yeah.
absolutely nothing about this movie other than like the brief trailer that I saw watching other movies, you know? Because I don't actually watch trailers unless it's like before a different movie.
hmm
And
I've
I
gotten a
like
little bit spoiled, but I
and
won't say it too much.
I tend to get to movies really late because I know I have a lot of extra time.
hmm
So I don't even really get that many trailers nowadays either because of how late I get to the movies.
Yeah, that is
But
another thing about movie theaters, and I feel like we can discuss that later. But I have some more notes that we need to talk about. I have more notes on this shitty
I, w-
fucking movie because it's
I
so
was gonna
bad.
say all that I heard, and this isn't really a spoiler. This is more just like what fans have been saying, right?
Mm.
Is saying that um what's it called? Robert Downey Jr. is carrying the the MCU again. That's what I heard, and I don't know if that's like a consensus for like the whole fan base or just a small group of people.
That's not a thing. I haven't heard that he's in it that much. And also, um, from what I've heard, I think people are only caring about Robert Downey Jr. because it's like so ironic that they brought him back, right? Because in what was it? Was it last year, 2024? No, it was 2023, where they had the fucking. It was like the 100th anniversary of the Disney Corporation, and they fucking had a whole bunch of flops. So they announced that they were bringing Robert Downey Jr. back, and it's like people are only watching out of like morbid curiosity of how they're gonna use him because it's like they're so desperate, right? Like it's really fucking desperate of them to bring him back. So
Well,
like I
I
think that's
maybe
what people
I'm
really care about.
maybe I misremember, but isn't there supposed to be like a Doctor Doom show? Or that's what I
Not
thought I
that I've
heard.
heard about. Not that I've heard
Maybe
about.
maybe I misheard or I misread something somewhere, but I for some reason thought it was gonna be a show.
Yeah. Can we talk about the CG monkey? I'm dying to talk about the CG monkey. Can we talk about
Oh, in
the
that
CG
one
monkey?
scene.
Yeah. Can we talk about the shitty CG monkey?
I
This movie came out I think after two of the new uh Monkey Planet movies. The Planet of the Ape prequel movies. I think two of them had come out by then, right? Cuz what was it? Rise, Dawn, Dawn of the Planet. Yeah, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was 2014. So they had two of those Planet of the Apes movies out. By the way, the evil monkey from that one was also Doctor Doom in Fantastic Four. So maybe he should have fucking told them that their monkey looks like shit. Their monkey looks fucking terrible. All the CG in this movie looked fucking terrible, but the monkey looked worse. The monkey was so fucking bad, dude. It was the worst fucking movie. The worst fucking monkey in the history of monkeys, right? Like I'm not a monkey expert, you know, but you know, I fucking I see a bad monkey and I know it's a bad monkey. You know, it's like porn. You know it when you see it, right? And that's a bad fucking monkey. That was terrible. Can we talk about the scene where Reed tries to rizz up Sue Storm and he does terribly? And then Sue.
Oh, you remember that library?
Yes,
I do remember that.
dude. I went into this was my first time watching this movie. I didn't watch it in 2015. So for 10 years, I have not watched this movie. And so I'm in the library scene, and Reed's like, yeah, I'm reading this book. It's called 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I'm like, Reed, shut your bitch ass up. In 2014, which is when the movie takes place, everyone fucking knows what 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is, right? Jesus
Yeah,
fucking Christ. And so he comes
like
off as so fucking spurgy, so fucking autistic. And then Sue Storm is worse. She's like, oh yeah, I recognize patterns and everything. And it's like, bro, what?
they talk like they're in a movie, which is they are, but like it's so badly written though.
It's not even like they're talking like they're in a movie. They're trying to out autism each other, and they both win. It's crazy. Like, there's no fucking. Oh my god. Sue Storm's supposed to be the normal one. Reed is
Like
supposed to be Spurgy, yes. But fucking. Oh my god. Oh
there
my
is
god.
there is a better way to have said everything that they said.
Yeah, not autistically.
Like they could have said, "Oh, I like music because I like pattern recognition." Easy, finished sentence. You know what I mean? But she had
Instead of being like, oh yeah, and people are like patterns too, and I can like recognize them like all the time. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. Who let this man cook, right? And
also like the fact that he instantly just doesn't even ask her if she's read the book. It just assumes she has it and starts like giving a
yeah,
synopsis. It's
again,
crazy.
autism. That's for some reason I thought Reed was going to be the most autistic person in that scene, and then Sue comes in with that shit, and it's like fucking hell, man. Oh my god, it's crazy. It's so crazy. It's like, oh my god, this movie can't decide if it wants to be like all out terrible or just really boring, and it's like it's too much in either camp for me to like write it off as one or the other, because like the really bad stuff is it's bad but not in like a funny way. It's bad in a cringe way, and I don't like cringe humor. So it's like
Ma-
you know that TikTok of like the of the Gerblin lemon cake thing. Like, I hate watching that. It's like, it's not funny to me. It's just sad and like really cringe and pathetic, right? That's how I feel
See,
about this movie.
I think this movie somehow manages to be too long and too short
Also,
in the
that
worst
yeah,
ways, right? Because it
it's
was
only
too
90 minutes and the pacing is really bad.
because what happens is that all the parts that aren't interesting take up the most of the movie, and then like all the action and stuff, I feel like is missing a lot of the context and is rushed through so quickly. And I'm
Yes.
just like, I get that, Victor has been, abandoned for a year, but like we didn't see any of his side. There wasn't
Yeah.
any flashback scenes to kind of like explain like why he's like the way he is or like all that. They
Exactly.
introduced his character as like, being like somebody that's hard to deal with, but even that is like it's a bit of a reach to go
Yeah.
from that to
How does
like
he
I want
go
to kill the
from
world, you know?
how does he go from being a fucking neat incel to fucking I'm going to kill all of humanity, fucking taking the black pill, blah blah blah. No, it's fucking stupid. And the 1 year time jump is so stupid, right? Fucking oh man, it's the dumbest fucking movie. And
Also like the fact that Susan finds him through the book, like through the Captain Nemo thing. I was like, is he trying to be found? Like she's the only one that would possibly even know about that, right? But then like because then he has like his own project that he's doing that we never really hear about because it just gets thwarted instantly.
yeah, it's so dumb. It's the fucking dumbest movie.
you
Uh,
know,
yeah.
I did like how they used like his like stretchy abilities to like change his face. I was like, that's something
Yeah,
that
but it looked like shit.
it was bad, but I
It
was like,
looked like
that's
rubber, but the wrong kind. Like for
it,
it should look like
I
rubber, but not
I
like that
didn't
kind of
know that
rubber.
Reed Richards could do that, but
Yeah, and
like
that's a
I
really cool power that he has, right? It's like him
yeah,
and
and
Plastic Man both have that.
I was like, that was a cool use of his powers, but like it's very small and instantly it's glossed over.
Yeah, it's really stupid. I will end part one by saying, they call him Josh Trank because his movies make you want to go to fucking sleep. Good night, everyone. This podcast is sponsored by Amanda Redwine, your no-nonsense talk therapist and parent coach. Serving individuals and couples in both Illinois and Florida for counseling/therapy, as well as worldwide for parent coaching. Amanda's specialty is working with teens and young adults, as well as their family systems. Amanda has extensive experience working with youth who identify on the LGBTQIA+ spectrum. She has also done couples work based on a foundation of the Gottman method. She brings a light, no-nonsense approach to treatment that is approachable and empathetic. She is unflappable and makes her clients comfortable from the very beginning. Find out more at www.amandaredwine.com. That's AmandaRed.com. wine.com. Thank you again for sponsoring this episode, and back to the show. All right, we're back. Josh Trank movies put to sleep. Me. What else? How did you feel about the casting? Did we talk about this? I know we talked about like the race swaps and all that.
I'm talking about for the movie we watched, the Fantastic Four movie that just came out, right?
Fant Four Stick.
I still don't know what movie we're talking about.
2015.
Okay. I like Miles Teller, and I also like Michael B. Jordan. The girl, I think I've seen her in other things before. I can't. It's not as memorable as the other two I just named.
She's been in a lot more. Like. So she has a sister named Rooney. Her name is Kate Mara. She has a sister named Rooney Mara. Rooney Mara has been in a couple of projects. I think most notably she was in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. From 2011, not to be confused with the one from 2009. She's been in a couple things, but sort of. I guess her stuff has kind of dropped off a little bit. Like her career's kind of dropped off a little bit. Kate Mara has been in some other stuff. Kate Mara was in the what was it called? She was in the what is it called? The Martian. She was in The Martian.
That might be where I like vaguely recall her face.
Yeah, she was in The Martian.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. I like The Martian. I think The Martian's one of my favorite space movies. Interestingly, she was also in a movie called The Astronaut this year, which is 10 years after she was in The Martian, which is pretty interesting.
That is pretty interesting.
Yeah. I don't know when it's gonna actually come out. Apparently, it was at South by Southwest in what was it, in March, but I haven't seen anything else about like a full theatrical release or on streaming, so I don't know what the fuck's happening with that. But yeah, no, so she's not got, yeah, I don't know, her career, both of them, were bigger in the 2010s than they are now. And I feel like maybe Kate was a little miscast. But I think she met Jamie Bell, who was the Thing, on the set, and they're married now. So that's cool, I guess.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like how Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner met on Daredevil, which was also a fucking terrible movie. Yeah, but they're still married, unlike Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner. But yeah, so he was, yeah, he was in, he was okay.
I like I said, like I like some of the actors. I'm not exactly sure if the casting was like why the movie was bad. I think it's more just the writing. I
I
think the casting has something to do with it, but I think it's definitely way more the writing.
I would I would say definitely it's the the directing. I would say the direction
that
was
as
pretty bad.
well.
Yeah, I think that was definitely an issue there. The guy who wrote this one, see, I want to hate on him, but he went to Notre Dame. I really want to hate on him. Okay, so apparently, all right, so the guy who wrote this wrote Fantastic Four. Ooh, he wrote the Death Note adaptation. Ooh, that's bad.
The Netflix one?
Yeah.
Ooh, that is bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can
Um.
forgive him. That's.
Yeah. He
You
wrote
could have
the
said so many things. That's like the worst thing you could have told me.
he wrote the Godzilla Kong movie from last year, which
I didn't watch that one, so I'm not
the
familiar.
writing wasn't the good part about that. It was good, but it wasn't because of the writing. Um. He wrote My Spy. Do you remember My Spy, Danny?
I don't believe I do, and I'm not sure if I want to.
It was the one with the little girl who like tells the spy what to do. Um
No, I'm not entirely familiar.
yeah. He Oh man. So and then he also was the head writer on Moon Knight. So
Well, Moon Knight, I liked Moon Knight. Um,
it was okay to start, I would say. I don't know if it
uh,
was again, I don't know if it was the writing for that. I feel like it was the performances and the cinematography that was good in Moon Knight. All right, so apparently the original script was going to be a lot better, and it was going to be more like brighter, more less dour and depressing, and it was going to have Galactus, it was going to have Mole Man, it was going to have Doctor Doom
oh wait,
as
isn't
the Herald of Galactus.
you know what I don't I think it was the Fantastic Four movie where I saw like the teaser of Galactus. Is that an actual thing that like because it's in the trailer, so I'm assuming that's in the movie,
Are you talking about the new one?
the new one. Yeah.
Yes, Galactus is in the movie.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw it in the trailer and I was like, that seems like
Like
it's
fully in the movie.
yeah, it's not like a teaser. Well, it's not like a small part of the movie. It's probably a pretty significant part of the movie, I would assume. Um.
Yes.
Okay. I just couldn't remember uh
I
where
I
I saw
just
that
got back
from.
from watching it, so I don't want to talk about too much.
No, 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 no. I just remember seeing that like in like a trailer. Have you seen the trailers where they had him? Where it was like at the very, very end of the trailer,
Yes.
and all it showed was like him stepping across the street. What is like
Yes,
his
with his
foot?
big feet. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh yeah, yeah, it was there. It was yeah. The guy who did General Grievous was in the new one. He's the voice of Herbie.
General Grievous. Oh yeah, that's the guy with the purple lightsaber from.
Stop pretending like you don't know who that is. You know who that is. You're a
No,
Star Wars fan. Admit
he's the
it.
one with the purple lightsaber. I remember.
Admit it. You are a
Yeah.
Star Wars fan. Don't
Fun
bullshit
fact:
me.
did you know that he asked for a purple lightsaber, and that's why they gave it to him?
Don't pretend like you're not a fucking Star Wars fan.
I saw that in
You
a YouTube
cuck.
video, so it must be true.
You cuck. Um, but yeah, no, this shit was terrible. This 2015 one was fucking AIDS. Um, but yeah, no, I think I would have liked to see something a lot more similar to the one that we just got. But I feel like if they had made it, so Fantastic Four cannot be fucking serious. You cannot make a serious Fantastic Four movie. It's just not possible. You can't. It is not. They are too goofy. Have you ever watched the Fantastic Four cartoon where the Skrulls show up and they try to plant their flag, and then some random New York guy says, "That's solid concrete"? You can't fucking make a serious fucking Fantastic Four movie. It's
Well,
not
see,
possible.
I think that my thing with the Fantastic Four is just with the Avengers, every single I guess character in the Avengers is like has like their own thing, you know? But
Yes.
Fantastic Four is like each person individually isn't really important enough to care about.
Yeah.
So
You
they
couldn't make a
have to be a
movie.
team.
You couldn't make a movie just about Johnny Blaze. or Johnny Storm. Johnny Blaze, yes. Fucking you. Why is the guy called Johnny Blaze not the Human Torch?
No,
But
Johnny Blaze is, that's what, Ghost Rider, right?
yes, that's Ghost Rider. They did make movies just about Ghost Rider.
there,
Um,
there historically was movies just about Johnny Blaze. Turns out.
yeah, there were two. They both have problems, is what I'll say. I defend them sometimes. But they definitely have problems. They're definitely flawed. But yeah, no, these movies were those movies were okay. But yeah, this was given multiple Golden Raspberry Awards. Um, oh my god, oh my god, Danny, Danny,
Yeah.
Danny. Let me tell you something. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. So first of all, got a bunch of Golden Raspberry Awards, worst director and worst picture. Josh Trank said, "No, it's not me. It was the studio." Blah 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 blah. And maybe it is. Maybe it is. But you know, yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is. What do I
So,
know?
like, with some heroes, right? Like Spider-Man, Deadpool, Ant-Man, like their thing is like very witty. You have Captain America. He's like super serious. I'm trying to figure out what the Fantastic Four's like vibe is. I think that
Goofy,
funny, goofy,
silly.
goofy. Is it, and that's another reason why, like in this movie, that's probably why it just felt so weird because
They were going for the vibe of like Captain America Winter Soldier, and it's like you have a guy who's really stretchy and another guy made of rocks. Shit's fucking goofy. Lean into it. It's fun. It's cool. You know? Be funny. Be kooky. You know? But there were a bunch of fucking reshoots. They didn't like the original cut. So I will say definitely the studio did get involved and fucked up a bunch of shit, but I don't think Josh Trank. I don't think there's like anything in here that would have been like if we had gotten a director's cut, which is impossible. There were a bunch of scenes that they just weren't able to make. But like even if we did get a director's cut on this, it was never gonna be good. It was never gonna be good. It's
well,
it's like barely okay.
I think that what we have was already bad, but I do think that part of the reason why it was bad is because kind of like how I was saying like a little earlier, it feels like half of the movie is like missing.
Yes.
Um, because again, like things just happened real quick at the end. Like there was never. I think we already talked about the whole Doctor Doom thing where that felt like it came out of nowhere, or
Yep.
it felt like it was rushed. The whole like flirting thing never really amounted to anything, and the lovers
Yep.
triangle thing never amounted to anything really.
Yeah. Did they didn't make out or anything at the end, did they?
No, no, no. But yeah, it was also just like the love triangle thing where like Von Doom also was into the girl. That never really came up ever. And
Yeah.
you could say that, it's all subtext and it all happened and that's why he's mad at the end. But it's never explained, so like I'm not gonna make excuses for like why it is what it is.
Yeah.
I just it just it wasn't very fantastic.
Fuck you. Fuck you for that. You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. You know that? You're a fucking scumbag. You're an absolute fucking scumbag. You know that?
I just I'm just saying what we're all thinking here.
No. No, we're not all thinking that because some of us are funny. You fuck. You fucking piece of shit. I hate you.
Hey, well, you're laughing, so
I'm laughing at how much I fucking hate you. You prick. You genuine dick sucker. You fucking cunt. I hate you. You asshole. You asshole. But yeah, no. This was 100 minutes and simultaneously it felt like it was 200 minutes and also 10 minutes. It was way too long and way too short. The pacing is completely fucked. Um it really rushes to the end, right? Cuz it is, oh, Reed went away. Now we found him. We're back to the thing. Victor's evil. We're going in. You know, like it felt like an hour before Reed runs away from the fucking facility. Like
Well, that's the thing. They had the time skip, but they didn't do anything with it.
exactly, it's fucking stupid. It only explains why they know how to use their powers because they don't want to do a montage of them learning how to use their powers.
Yeah, they could have had a montage. We could have maybe had like a flashback when Von Doom came. That way we could fill in that year a little bit more. But it's all just supposed to be like, oh yeah, that all happened like off screen. But it's like that's not good enough, I don't think.
No, it sucks. It sucks. Um, yeah. So no, not good. Also, I want to share with you a fact that I've just found and that I think you would find very funny.
Sure.
Uh, if I tell you, let me tell you how much they made, or how much the budget was, and then you can guess how much they made. Okay.
Hmm.
So production budget, $120 million. I know it
Okay.
didn't look like that, but they spent $120 million on this piece of shit.
Okay.
How
All right.
much do you think it made?
All right. I'm
Well,
going
wait,
to
wait, wait.
go.
Let me, uh, asterisk here. Uh, yeah, you generally have to double the budget to include marketing to get like how much they actually spent on the movie, right? So
Yeah.
if it was 120, let's just say 200 million. Let's just say 200 million, maybe 250, right? How much do you think this movie made at the box office?
I want to say 50 million.
Okay, you way lowballed it, and that was
Well, see, the thing is, like, I've seen movies that have made like 20%, and I was like, oh, it has to be around that, or maybe a tiny bit above or below, right? Because I've seen that so many times where movies, especially like a lot of the recent, like Disney movies and stuff. If you've like, do you remember Elio? Remember whenever that
yes,
came out?
yes, I did.
Elio was like a passing thought. I don't think anybody has thought about Elio except for to think, oh yeah, that was a movie, and then we all just
Uh,
went about our day.
yeah, that was
But I'm yeah, so I'm curious how did this did it. I went way too low. Should I get a second guess or
go ahead, but yeah, you've
okay
taken all the funny out. It's not funny
okay.
anymore.
I want to say 110 million.
It was a little bit more than that. Um, but since they spent about $250 million on this, the box office return was less than 170 million. It was 167.9, so not even 168 million dollars on a $250 million endeavor. It's estimated that they lost 80 to 100 million dollars for Fox, and they lost it. But the whole point of this was that Fox wants to fucking keep the rights, and they have to make a movie every so often. So, what is I think the agreement was every 10 years. So, before this, there was Rise of the Silver Surfer, which was I think 2007, and then before that, it was the first Fantastic Four, with Jessica Alba, the Welsh guy with the stupid name, um, and Chris Evans. Uh, and that first one was in 2005, and Rise of the Silver Surfer was in 2007. And before that, I think it was 1996. So they have to do every 10 years. And it was really fucking stupid. Oh, by the way, earlier when we were talking about why didn't they just cast a black woman, um,
Hmm.
the studio said no. The studio said don't cast a black Susan Storm, but you can cast a black Johnny Storm. And it's like, why would you fucking do one but not the other? Like, what are we waiting on here? Why are we not doing that? But fucking God hates us, I guess. And by God, I mean them. the fucking studio heads. Fuck Fox. I'm so glad that fucking Disney bought Fox. Even though Disney's gone down the shitter, that at least they bought Fox and they can fucking take them down with them. You know? Like, fuck Fox. Fox is such a fucking piece of shit. Yeah, they're fucking pricks, and I hate them. I hate them so much, and they suck. So it was really, really, it was a really shitty movie. It was a really shitty movie. Um, Poor Marco Beltrami and Philip Glass. You know, there's some really good composers have done a lot of really good scores. Um, you know, Philip Glass, Marco Beltrami, they've horror legends really. Philip Glass did the score for Candyman, which is really fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Marco Beltrami, he did A Quiet Place. He did The Hurt Locker. Everything in Scream. All of the Wes Craven Screams. So the first four. Um, yeah. So he's done a lot of really good shit. But fucking, they made this fucking nothing burger of a score for this fucking nothing burger of a movie. So we got nothing, really. It's just a bad fucking movie. It's just a bad movie.
You know what? I've gotten distracted here a little bit, and let me tell you why. So was looking up on Wikipedia, biggest box office bombs, right?
Yes.
Because I'm curious, like in recent years, what that looks like, right? And I'm sure that COVID is like part of the reason for like these ones that are in like the early 2020s, right?
Yeah.
And streaming is probably also a big thing as well. But
Yes.
some of these numbers just they're unbelievably like the difference. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these movies aren't even that bad. Some of these movies are movies that I actually liked.
Uh, what would you say is your favorite uh box office bomb?
Well, from this list that I have here, let me look here. The Lightyear apparently it wasn't that good. But well, I liked it, but I can see why people didn't like it. Is what I will say about that one.
Yeah. Uh.
Turning Red, I liked a lot, but that one also isn't one of the ones where I'm like, okay, I can kind of understand. Also, Turning Red is weird to include on this list because
Mhm.
it was on Disney Plus. So having like the box office gross be so low kind of makes sense
Yeah.
because like it says
There are a few of
175
these
million,
that are
but it
like
only got
that.
19.8 million. It
Yeah.
lost 173 million, which is almost the amount that the movie was worth.
Let me see how far I have to scroll down. Okay, so it's not in the. I think this is the top 50. The Wikipedia article I think is the top 50.
Well, I sorted by year. I don't know how you sorted it.
I'm sorting by estimated loss adjusted for inflation. Um,
Oh, okay.
a lot of these movies are fucking terrible. A lot of these movies are fucking terrible.
Well, yeah, like
Um,
if you sort it that way, I'm sure, yeah. But like sorting it by year, well, obviously the most recent is Snow White.
yeah. Snow White. Uh, a
It
lot
did
of these
it
are.
did make more less than it was, than the budget.
Yeah. Well, there a lot of these. If you go on the Wikipedia list, they have a thing. They have a specific symbol that says that it was put on streaming less than a month after it was released theatrically.
Oh,
So
so that's what the symbol is.
yeah.
Okay.
So did you not notice from all the ones that they have in common? Yeah. So Turning Red, Jungle Cruise, Mulan, Soul, Wonder Woman 1984, Onward. You know, all those ones have fucking
Okay.
they got released
So
on streaming.
if we don't include those, there's still some pretty bad ones on here.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, and like, but like when you go down by like adjusted for inflation, most of these are really bad. You have to go pretty far down to get to a to get to an actually good movie that lost money here. Soul, I heard, was very good. I've yet to watch that one.
Soul was really good, but that one also has like the streaming thing.
Yeah, it was. I think Onward was pretty okay.
Onward was really good. I mostly like it just because I like both of the main two cast.
Yeah, that's I no no. Tom Holland and Chris Pratt should not be voice actors. I'm gonna be honest. Solo: A Star Wars Story was really good.
I
Um,
see that on here. Yeah.
yeah, it was backlash from the Last Jedi, so it nobody wanted to go and see it. And also they had a theme where it was we're gonna release them in December now, right? Because the first 6 movies came out in May, but this one we're gonna release in December. So we're gonna start releasing them in December. But then with Solo, they released it in May again. It was the night. It came out the night that I not graduated. Got on my junior year of high school. So yeah, it was just a shitty thing. They switched up the formula for no reason. But yeah, Solo: Star Wars Story is good, but obviously didn't make money. The Suicide Squad released to streaming. I did not see it in theaters. I saw it on fucking streaming because they released it the same day. But yeah, Fantastic Four.
I see
Estimated
that. Yeah.
estimated loss adjusted for inflation is 106 to 133 million dollars. So in 2025, that's how much they lost. It's fucking crazy that they spent that much money on it, and also fucked it to death so hard with absolute fucking bullshit, ridiculous nonsense from the studio.
You know,
Because yeah,
I do get why a lot of these movies are on here because even though I liked some of these movies, um, they're all kind of just mid movies.
that's true. Um, I wish they I
Cause
wish
there's
they
no
had the budget adjusted for inflation as well, because if you go by net budget uh ascending, and you go from fucking the first one, it was made for $17 million and it made 9, but adjusted for inflation, $8 million is now 102, right? So it's fucking crazy that they're fucking making that you can't like look at it and actually tell like, oh, it was only made for $17 million. You have to keep that in mind, right? But
see like there are some of these movies that I only watch like on TV or like from a CD or whatever, or a DVD, right?
yeah,
That in my mind are just not movies that would be in the theaters at all, if that makes sense,
yeah, and
right?
if they were smart, they probably wouldn't have
Right?
fucking
Because
yeah.
I scroll down and I see Evan Almighty, and in my mind, I can't even imagine Evan Almighty in a theater,
I saw it in theaters. I'm pretty sure.
right? Like it's a good movie, but like for a theater movie,
It's
I
yeah.
don't know.
Is
It's like
it is it as good as Bruce Almighty? No, but it's got Morgan Freeman as God, and you know what? That's good enough for me, baby.
and then there's a Flushed Away, which I was like, Flushed Away is a decent animated movie, but like,
Yeah, what?
uh,
No, no, no. Flushed Away is yeah.
well, maybe
The one
I
that
haven't
breaks
watched
my
it in a
heart.
long time, but yeah, I liked Flushed Away.
The one that breaks my heart the most is fucking Speed Racer.
Oh,
That breaks my heart.
I don't remember the Speed Racer movie being that good though.
It's amazing.
Maybe I haven't watched it in a while,
It's
but
so good. I have been Speed Racer pilled. I have been Speed Racer pilled. One of my friends from boarding school, it was like his favorite movie, and I was like, oh, I mean, I grew up watching it. I'm like, okay, I guess. Like, sure, man. I sure, okay. And then he's like, no, watch it. And this is in 2017. I was like 14 years old. I watched it, and I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. I fucking cried. I actually fucking cried at the Speed Racer movie because it's fucking Kino. This shit is fucking Kino. It is
well, maybe we
maybe
have
the
to
perfect movie.
maybe we might have to rewatch it then.
It's
You
I
can add that
think
to
it's
the list,
perfect.
I guess.
I need to call him and like have him come on here so we can watch it together. Cause, oh man, I fucking love Chris. Chris is a fucking G.
But
Shout
let
out
me
Chris.
see. Treasure Planet's another one that's I liked a lot, but
Yeah,
I'm
but Speed
surprised it's on this
Racer,
list.
Speed Racer didn't even make back its budget though. So not even like, even before the fucking, uh, even before the added on for marketing and all that, it didn't even make back the cost it made to make it, and that's fucking tragic because it is perfect. You know, it's got Michael Giacchino music. It's got fucking the Wachowskis. I would say it's their best fucking film. I would say I like it more than The Matrix. Honestly, that's my hot take. Is Speed Racer fucking clears The Matrix? Yeah, it's fucking yeah. No. It's Speed Racer is their best project. It's better than V for Vendetta. It's better than Speed Racer. Wait, no. How is Speed Racer better than Speed Racer? That's it's better than Matrix.
It's a paradox.
It's better than itself. Honestly, it's so good that it's better than itself because every time you watch it, you notice a new thing, and you're like, "Holy shit! This fucking movie contains so many layers of fucking straight up,
Oh my god, it's
fucking concentrated
the
110%
reveals, the
Kino.
hidden secrets, the
It's
hidden lore.
perfect. It is perfect. It is the perfect movie.
Yeah, I will say, with the exception of the streaming that ones that are on here, there's only like 5 movies on here that I'm surprised that are on here. But like besides that, a
Yeah,
lot of
none
these
of these
movies,
are surprising. None of these are surprising to be on here.
well,
But
maybe like, well, a lot of the movies that I'm
actually,
surprised about are the movies that came out whenever I was a kid because I wasn't paying as much attention as a kid, right? Kind of like what I was saying, like Treasure Planet. I I never watched that in theaters as a kid, but like I really like Treasure Planet, so I'm surprised it didn't do as well.
Treasure Planet is I think that was sort of the end of when Disney was at their golden era, right? Or was that the silver era? I can never remember. Um
It's 2002, so
yeah, I think cuz Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, they led up to Treasure Planet, and Treasure Planet was like the last one of like their main big um like golden era, ton of fucking bangers in a row, like every time. And then Treasure Planet nobody saw, which is really sad because it's awesome because
it's a
Treasure
good
Island
movie.
is a really fucking good book, and
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
a
good
really good
adaptation.
movie. It's a good adaptation. So like for like those ones, I'm kind of surprised, but a lot of them not as surprising, I suppose.
I'm glad Transformers 5 bombed, but they're giving Michael Bay another Transformers movie, so I'm gonna kill myself.
I'm sad that all the other Transformers didn't bomb.
Well, are you sad that you're gonna have to watch them with me?
Uh, that's not happening.
It's happening. It's
Maybe I'll
happening.
watch. Maybe I'll go down this list and I'll watch some of these movies, to see how bad they truly are.
Would you rather watch Transformers 3
I've
or
already
another Star
watched.
Wars movie?
I've already watched Wish, and I've already watched Black Adam and Lightyear and Strange World. So I'm
I
already
didn't watch
making my way
Strange
down this
World. Was
list.
Strange World good?
It was very mid.
That sounds about right.
It's
Okay,
very forgettable.
how how did fucking Ali, the Will Smith Muhammad Ali movie, why did that have a $107 million budget in 2001? Why did they spend as much money on the Muhammad Ali movie as they did on Fantastic Four? Except they didn't, because that wasn't adjusted for inflation. So on the Muhammad Ali movie, they spent like way more. That was $107 million in before 9/11 money, in before Great Recession money. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Yeah. But also another Walt Disney animation movie was Home on the Range. Um and that one was also a big box office bomb. Um yeah. And that's why it was the last one that they did before Princess and the Frog. And then Princess and the Frog was the last one, period, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah.
That was it. Did you like Princess and the Frog? What's your favorite Disney princess movie?
Um, I have I have two. My favorite ones are Tangled and Beauty and the Beast.
I think I gotta also go with Beauty and the Beast. I think Beauty and the Beast is the classic for a reason. I think it is. Yeah, it's perfect. I would say it
It's
is.
it's like two different eras of Disney, but both are like so good, and there hasn't really been a good. There's not really as many good quote unquote princess movies nowadays, and it's probably because they're trying to appeal to everybody, so they're appealing to nobody type of thing, you know?
Yeah. Um. Definitely. Yeah. That is an issue. Um.
I did I personally really enjoyed the live action remake of Beauty and the Beast, but
No. No, you didn't. You
uh
didn't.
like,
No, you actually didn't.
but it still had its problems, you know?
You actually didn't like it at all. Actually, you thought it was
Well, see,
terrible.
I out of all the live actions that like all the princess live actions that came out around that time, uh I liked it the most. I didn't like the Lion King live action. Obviously, the Mulan wasn't really even a remake. It was a whole different thing. But Beauty and
Uh,
the Beast was like it was a pretty decent remake. I liked the song they added.
Beauty and the
I
Beast.
liked the covers they had. Uh,
Beauty and the Beast was so good that this was 1991, so they didn't have Best Animated Feature, right? If you were gonna be nominated for Best Picture, it had to be Best Picture. You were going up against every other film, uh, and it was nominated. It wasn't the first one to be nominated for Best Picture. Um, actually, no, it was. It was. And
did
then
they not have like musical score and stuff back then?
yeah, it won Best Score. And
Okay.
it also won Best Original Song for Beauty and the Beast, obviously. Um,
That was like the song from the movie.
yeah, because Angela Lansbury is a fucking god.
I will say, whenever it comes to like the music in the movies, I do like Tangled's music a tiny bit more, but like as like a overall movie, Beauty and the Beast I like a little bit more, you know? So like
I don't know if there's any Disney musical that is 100% goaded, like soundtrack wise, or yeah, I guess soundtrack. I
like
think,
what do you mean, like there's like no duds? Is that what you're trying to say?
yeah, I don't think there's anyone that's completely perfect. Um, I would say
Well,
Lion King is probably the closest, but Can You Feel the Love Tonight is a little bit slow. Um,
no, I feel like that song's fine.
Be
I don't know.
Prepared also is
Be
not.
Prepared is also a solid song. I'm trying to think of a
Hakuna
bad song.
Matata, Just Can't Wait to Be King, and Circle of Life are too good to be attached to those other two, right? So, like, even if those songs are like 7 out of 10, Circle of Life is really fucking good. Uh, I Just Can't Wait to Be King is really fucking good. And Hakuna Matata is fucking legendary. Hakuna Matata
No, yeah.
is
Lion
maybe the
King,
best Disney song ever.
well, yeah, I suppose like there's different Disney songs for different purposes, and there's like a lot of good Disney songs from like a lot of like mid movies, like like what's it called, like a random like Goofy movie song could be like some of those songs are like really really good from like random movies like that.
Eh.
But Goofy movie is like the first thing I could think of, but you know what I mean, right? Like every now and then there'll be a decent song from a kind of forgettable movie, if it makes sense, right?
Hakuna Matata is perfect. Elton John fucking cooked. He cooked on all those songs. It is fucking perfect. And yeah, no. So Lion King, very good. yeah, obviously Disney from like 1989 to the early 2000s was fucking putting out bops, putting out bangers every single time. Abso-fucking-lutely every single time. Yeah, Little Mermaid, Rescuers Down Under, pretty good. Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, a classic. Lion King, Pocahontas, Hunchback of Notre Dame, fucking goated. Hercules, fucking goated. Mulan, Mulan is also really fucking good. I would say Mulan's one of my. I think Mulan might be my favorite Disney princess
Like
movie, other
that's the
than Beauty
thing
and the
about
Beast.
Disney. Disney just hasn't been hitting these last few years, but they were on such a big streak back in like the 90s and 2000s, you know?
They haven't put out a good movie since fucking Tangled. 100%. They haven't put out a good movie since Tangled. I don't think Wreck-It Ralph is that good.
No,
Frozen is completely overrated.
I'll have to disagree cuz like even though I think that I like Tangled a lot more than some of the modern movies. Some of the modern movies are decent. Like what's it called? Let me see. Encanto is pretty solid, I want to say.
No.
No, I think we have to give it to Encanto.
You do not in fact have to give it to Encanto. You don't. You don't have to.
The Moana is not too bad either. Moana was like
Moana, all right.
2019.
I'm gonna say some shit right now. I'm gonna say some shit right now. Are you
Oh
ready
my
to hear
god,
some shit
guys,
right
it's
now?
happening. It's
Are you
happening,
ready to hear
guys.
some shit right now? About
Mhm.
to drop the hottest fucking take that you're ever gonna hear in my entire life.
Oh, here it
Ready?
comes, guys. Yeah, sure.
There are maybe 2 good songs on the Moana soundtrack.
Okay, but now you got to tell us what songs.
It's
That's
the
important.
the I'm a Disney princess, here's my song, that one, and You're
Um,
Welcome. And that's it. Shiny sucks.
Shiny.
Sorry, Jermaine. Sorry, Jermaine. I know
I
you're a
I
fucking.
love Jermaine so much is the problem.
I love him
But
too.
I
I love him
agree that
too.
it's kind of a a nothing song.
Yeah, no, it sucks. It sucks ass. None of those fucking songs, the rest of the songs on that album, are not good. They are, in fact, bad. Moana,
But
bad soundtrack overall.
like I said, I personally think that there are a few decent Disney releases. It's just that the problem is that a lot of them are surrounded by really bad releases.
Big Hero 6 fucking sucks.
No.
Frozen is bad.
No, see now
Frozen
no.
is bad.
No, see now you're just
Frozen
being
was always bad.
no, you're just being like difficult for the sake of being difficult at
No,
this
Frozen
point.
was bad. Frozen was bad.
No.
And apparently we're
No.
getting up to Frozen 4. So, what a fucking joke. What a fucking joke.
I will say Frozen 2 was not a bad sequel. I enjoyed Frozen 2 as a sequel.
Both Frozens are on the same level, and
I
they
will
both
say
suck.
I will say that they don't need any more Frozens though. I think they should be done with the Frozens now.
No, they both suck actually.
There's no
really
way to
bad.
make a Frozen 3. Coco was no, it's Pixar.
Yeah, yeah, it's Pixar. It's Pixar. You know.
The thing is, like I'm looking at a list that's like Disney
I'm
and
also
Pixar.
looking at I'm looking at the just Disney Studios. Let me go over to Pixar. Let's see if Pixar's had any fucking good ones. Let's see, when was the last good Pixar? Did I like
Really?
Incredibles 2? No. Did I like Finding Dory? Not really. What else? Onward.
Are you excited for Toy Story 5?
What the fuck are they gonna do in Toy Story 5?
Also, like TB. Oh wait, it says there's a Coco 2 coming out.
What the fuck? We don't need a Coco 2.
Incredibles 3. They're
I
all just
don't need
sequels.
Incredibles 3.
It's just all sequels. That's what I'm realizing now.
Well, Elio didn't make shit, so
Well, here's the problem, right? They made a really bad original movie, and now they're gonna say, "Oh, nobody wants to watch our original movies. Let's just keep making sequels." But that's not the problem. You need to make a good original movie. You can't make bad original movies and then just give
Wasn't he
up.
supposed to be gay or something?
So yes, so whenever I was like looking up videos about what happened to Elio, pretty much they took away all of the things that made Elio a unique character because they thought that some of the themes were a little bit like out there, I guess, right? But the problem is they did the exact same thing that they've been doing for years, where they make a character too bland and a story too bland, and then nobody cares.
Just like what happened in Fantastic fucking Four 2015.
Because
Just like
here's the
what happened in Fan Four Stick. Oh my god. How has nobody fucking gotten the Oh my god. Studios need to just let people fucking cook, right? They need to just let people cook because whenever the studio gets involved, it's not good. They never do anything good. They never do anything good when they get involved. They're retarded. If you wear a suit and you jerk off at a fucking desk and you fuck your secretary and you're a fucking retarded idiot fucking moron suit who doesn't have an original thought in his fucking body, shut the fuck up and stay out of fucking movies. You
I
goddamn retard imbecile.
I
Or
will
kill
say
yourself. That
like
too.
another thing that I heard
You're
kind of
probably
like
up on a high level from your building. Um use like a sharp object, break your window, jump out. Kill yourself. Kill yourself. You out the out out the window, kill yourself.
another
Die.
thing that I kind of like heard is like a critique on Disney films in more recent years is that a lot of Disney films follow like children and it's not as interesting like there's not as much story you can do with that.
Yeah, kids aren't
Um
watching fucking Disney movies anymore. They're all watching fucking YouTube. You can't
right.
make movies for your only audience are millennials and Gen Z now. That's your only fucking audience anymore, Disney.
Yeah, so like I don't really care about watching a kid who wants to go to space, right? Like back in the day, it was all like there was some movies with kids, right? Like Lion King's a really good example, like with Simba, right? But
Yeah.
even then, like they explored a lot darker themes, like and interesting concepts, right? A lot of these movies are just like kid wants to do thing, and then
Yes. The
thing could
fucking
just
the fish movie. The fish
uh
guy movie. The
the
the,
fish
the one
guy
with the two fish kids.
oh Luca,
Yeah.
uh Luca was that was also Pixar, I think. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Um,
In 2023,
Luca was like straight to streaming though, I believe. So I didn't really care as much because I was like, oh, Luca's fine.
I yeah, but like if you think about it, right? Fucking in 2023, they put out how many movies? They put out, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, this doesn't even include Marvel. Shit. Uh
No, we were not doing Marvel. We're gonna forget about Marvel for a second.
no, like let's include it. Let's include it because they put out 11 movies and there's I think only one of them made money. There's this movie called Crater. I never even heard of this. I never even fucking heard of this movie. I never even fucking heard of this movie.
Creator.
And apparently it's just fucking straight to Disney Plus. It's a bunch of straight to Disney Plus fucking garbage. Right? But Elemental
Well,
was the only fucking movie that came out in 2023 that made money for them. Right? And
I will say
it's
whenever it comes to
ridiculous.
like movies that are straight to Disney Plus, I feel like because it's straight to streaming, at least in my opinion, those movies are allowed to be a tiny bit more mid. Like it's kind of like Disney Channel original movies versus like the Disney Channel like releases or the Disney releases, right? Like there's like decent Disney Channel original movies that are like maybe like lower budget and they have like acting that's a little bit more not as good, right? But they're decent movies. But I would not pay to watch it. That's kind of how I feel with like these Disney Plus releases, if that makes sense, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess it's kind of like the Marvel the not the Marvel movie, the Mario movie, where I watched it for free on Twitter and I still want my money back. You know,
But like for example,
2
like
years later, I still want my fucking money back.
Luca, I liked Luca, but I don't know if Luca would have been a good theatrical release if that
No,
makes sense,
no, it
right?
wouldn't have been. So
So
they
like
shouldn't have spent that much
because
money on it.
because it was on Disney Plus though, I was like, you know what? I'm not offended by this movie. This
Yeah,
is
it
pretty
didn't get a
sweet.
theatrical release until 2024.
Also, like I've been wanting a movie set in Italy for a while, and it's like the only one that Disney's made, so that's something, I guess.
That is crazy. Uh, I would say, you know what? It's really not that bad. It's got some fucking.
No, it's like a
It's
decent movie.
really pretty. It's Pixar's never made an ugly movie, but it does have the bean mouth. I guess it was sort of the start of them adopting the bean mouth, and that's not good. Nobody likes the bean mouth, because Soul didn't really have the bean mouth. Oh, Onward kind of had the bean mouth, didn't it? No, not really. No, it was Luca that started the bean mouth bullshit. I hate bean mouth. I hate bean mouth. Do you hate bean mouth? Are you sick of bean mouth?
You know what? I'm noticing Bean Mouth a little bit more, you know.
And it's really fucking annoying. I hate that everything looks the goddamn same now. I like animated movies that look kind of weird. I like when an animated movie looks a little weird, you know? I think when it looks a little weird, you know what I mean?
You know,
Get a
do you
little
ever like
weird with it.
do you ever look at the date of things and then in your mind you're like, that can't have come out that long
Yes,
ago?
music does that to me. There's some
Because
things that came out
I
in 2014 that I could swear came out in 2012.
I just looked up when Inside Out 1 came out and it says 2015, which that doesn't sound
The
right at
same year as
all.
Fantastic Four, yes. Yep.
There's no way in my mind that could logically be true, even though that's what my computer is telling me.
No, it did. That one is right. That one I know is correct. I think there was another one that I saw and I was like, oh, that can't be right. It was The Good Dinosaur. I thought The Good Dinosaur was 2016. Guess not. Guess it was 2015 and I just didn't bother to go see it. And neither did anyone else. Actually, no. I guess it made back its budget. It just probably didn't make back its it probably didn't make back its marketing. But yeah, no, it's Good Dinosaur, not great, I would say. But still
Not a great
pretty, just
dinosaur.
not great. But yeah, no, Incredibles 2 was fucking ass. Toy Story 4 made me cry, so I can't in good conscience shit on it because it was good enough to make me cry, so it's fucking I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine.
Toy Story 4, in my opinion, is pushing it. It's pushing it.
It's definitely
I
the last good one they ever made because Onward was kind of whatever.
like it just in the reason why Toy Story 4 really bothers me is because Toy Story 3 was
It's
such a
such a
good
good ending.
ending,
Yes. Yes, 100%.
right? Even if Toy Story 4 is a good movie, it just bothers me because then it ruins Toy Story 3 a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's one of the issues I had with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull for Indiana Jones. Because Indiana Jones 3 has a really fucking good ending. But yeah, no.
Now, talking about important movie stuff, when are we gonna get another Pirates movie?
Fucking never, dude. And I don't
It-
know why you'd want one, because that's another thing. They had such a perfect ending in At World's End, right? You know? It wasn't like that good of a movie, but it had a really satisfying ending. And any like imagination of them going to find the fucking Fountain of Youth would have been better than the movie we got. So, it really didn't need to be a thing. It really didn't. But we got it anyway, so it doesn't matter. We're all gonna die. I hate my life. Yeah.
I'm just upset with the ending that we did get.
In in Pirates 5,
One of the Pirates, whatever the last Pirates one was that I watched, I just didn't like the ending.
I think it was 5. Unless you watched
Probably.
another one. I don't
It
know.
was a Fountain of Youth, I think, right? That's what you were saying.
Well, there's the Fountain of Youth. That was 4, and then in 5 they were looking for Poseidon's fucking trident.
Oh
And I was like,
yes,
I
Poseidon's
didn't
Trident.
know. I didn't know it was a fucking. I didn't know we were in Percy Jackson now. I guess. Fucking whatever. To fucking yeah, I didn't know that, but I guess we're in Percy Jackson now. So yeah, fuck me, I guess.
Yeah, he's actually half Poseidon's son. That's why it's important to the story.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure he fucking is. Oh man, it was so bad. Fucking. Which do
You
you
know
think is
how
better, Black Pearl or Dead Man's Chest?
um I like Black Pearl a lot. I'm trying things I haven't watched it in a while. I remember Pearl more. I'm trying to remember what happens in Dead Man's Chest.
They try to find the heart of Davy Jones and the Kraken, and then the Kraken eats him.
What's the one where they go into like that upside down world?
That's at World's End.
That's the third one.
Yeah.
I don't remember a lot of the movie. I just remember that one scene.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of silly. The fucking no, the I'm torn between Curse of the Black Pearl and Dead Man's Chest because I really like Jeffrey Rush, but I also really like Bill Nighy.
I'll say the
Sorry, I
first
had to
one
sneeze.
probably. The first one's probably one I would choose.
Yeah, but Dead Man's Chest is a really good opening with the rain and stuff. That one's really good.
Yeah. Well, do you have anything more to say about movie flops and the Fantastic Four and
I'm looking forward to talking about the new one tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. When does Gunfather get back?
that? Well, I know she gets back sometime this week. Her birthday is coming up, so I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna do for that as well. But we should have some time to watch the movie this coming week.
All right, good.
I want to say she gets back like Tuesday or Wednesday, so we could probably watch it that Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I'm excited to talk about that because that was quite. I don't know. It was. I guess we'll talk about it. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say nothing, and that's what's gonna happen. All right. Big red button.
No.
Too bad. Um.
Oh.
Actually, instead of a big red button, which of the Fantastic Four powers would you want?
Well, let's just like kind of immediately say the Thing is just not a good like not appealing at all.
Actually,
I just
I'm gonna tell you something here.
okay, sure.
Every member of the Fantastic Four can turn their powers on and off.
That no, the Thing's always the Thing.
Every member
In
can turn them on and off.
in every iteration of Fantastic Four that I've seen, that's not been a thing.
Ben Grimm physically has the ability to turn it on and off. He has a mental block that keeps him as the Thing. So Franklin Richards in the comics, you know, he like looks into Ben's mind and he's like, yeah, no, I don't need to cure him. He could turn it off, but he has a psychological need to be the Thing. So he can't turn it off mentally, but physically, he and the rest of them can turn it off. So if you didn't have the mental block, would you want to be the Thing, or Mr. Fantastic, or
Well,
Susan Storm, or Johnny?
so I'm okay. I'm trying my best to like rationalize this, right? I think that Johnny's powers are real appealing because that's like flying, right? Um, I'm
You
just
can fly.
not the way that Johnny does, though.
She should be able to go at the same speed. Force
Uh,
fields under your feet,
okay.
and she can control like how fast the force field goes. Yeah, she should be able to fly.
Well, considering that I have no like real need for like uh throwing fireballs at people, then I feel like he's also off the list, a little bit. So then it's just between Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman here.
Well, remember, you live in Houston and you can't handle the cold. Plus, also, every time your power goes out, you get like fucked forever because you're not on the grid. So you go like multiple days without power, and you're like, it's cold. See if you could light yourself on fire and not, burn to death. I feel like you would like that a lot.
I think that for I guess the practical use of it, I would probably have to go with Susan Storm because I feel like I feel like the invisibility part is not the most useful thing. I guess there's a few uses for it, I suppose, but I'm more interested in like the force fields and like the flying using that and that sort of thing, right?
Yeah,
There's a lot of potential uses for those powers, right?
making yourself and other things invisible is fucking top tier.
Oh, let me tell you the pranks I could pull.
I have a question. Mr. Fantastic can change his facial features to look like someone else, but can he change his pigment? And if he does and looks like a black person, is that blackface?
I think that there's a world where I don't think he can change his pigment, but he can like do an uncanny like job of like configuring his face to look like any race. So he'll just look like he'll have all the features of a black person,
But
if
with
that makes sense. But
Pedro Pascal or
exactly,
Miles Teller or yeah.
exactly, right? Or he can look perfectly like a Chinese man, but he just will not have the complexion of a Chinese man. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's how I imagine it.
So he can't change it that much. It has to be similar hair and similar skin tone. But
Okay, well, like hair, obviously that makes sense, and skin tone makes sense, but like that means you could, in theory, like I said, have any facial features of any race. It's just you can't have the skin tone to match it.
Plastic Man, I know, can change his skin thing because he can turn into anything, right? So he could be a chair to make women sit on him, which means he can definitely change his pigment, which means he can definitely do blackface.
Like that's the thing about like blackface though, is like he becomes black. Would he not? Like, is Plastic Man like
He is a white man
is he
becoming black.
excluded from racism because he's all the races at that point?
No, because in his natural form, he's a white man.
Maybe that's his choice to be a white man. And let's think about that for a second.
So I would say that's also racist.
That's exactly right. I feel like the only way he gets out of this is if we just exclude him from racism entirely. We call him the exception.
I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can.
Either we call him the exception or we call him racist to every race.
I mean, maybe. I'm more inclined to do that than to exempt him from being racist at all, you know?
Well, yeah, uh, it's actually there's a clip that I saw recently, of this guy talking about Spider-Man and how he feels like Spider-Man can do a lot, you know, to help people of different races, like Black Spider-Man could do a lot to help with the black young children, like look up to him, right? And he was saying Spider-Man should use all the racial slurs, to be inclusive. And I thought of
He
and
could
I
be
thought about that.
anyone under there.
Exactly, right? And I was like, that's such a that's such a funny idea. Well, like imagine Spider-Man just says the N-word and he was like, man, he must be black. And then he just calls and then he has like all the slurs for every single race just ready to go.
Maybe that's what alternate universe evil Spider-Man is, where he says all the slurs, but with hard R at everyone. So, like, he comes in and he like saves the day, and like a black person is like, "Thank you, Spider-Man," and he's like, "No problem," and just hard R N-word to his face.
You see, but here's the thing, right? Like you have to think to yourself, he has to be black at that point, right? But then like oh my god, it's so funny. It's a thing that in order to be inclusive, he has to he has to use slurs.
I
It's
mean,
required of him.
I guess.
Otherwise, how are people gonna know that he's black? You know?
See, I don't know how Jamie. You know that line in the Spider-Man No Way Home when Jamie Foxx is like, "Oh man, I wish you were black." It's like, "I thought you were black," and it's like, bro, did you hear Spider-Man's white ass voice and think that he was black? Hell no. Andrew Garfield's white ass fucking voice. No, that man is not black. That man does not have a black man's voice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. No.
Yeah, but yeah, I would say Susan Storm's powers are the ones. Is that our question? Just instead of a red button, are we just gonna do which Fantastic Four character would you do?
Yeah.
Which Fantastic?
Which one is the least horrific? Because I know in Fant Four Stick they were really leaning into the body horror. You know, with Reed and with, you know, Ben and
A little bit with Johnny, but not as much. I feel like Johnny got used to it.
And then fucking Sue gets out of it super easy. She's like, "Oh, she's going in and out of the visible spectrum." It's like, Ben is made of rocks. He no longer has a penis. Like,
Well, that
pick
is
your
tough.
battles.
That is tough. And there's no rock women for him to, you know, pursue. It's so sad.
See, maybe he should work on his fucking mental block, and then maybe he'd be fine. But sucks to be him, I guess.
Okay, but like assuming you could get past the mental block, who would you choose? I feel like it has to be Susan, right?
Probably, yeah. Also, all right, follow-up question. Which powers would you least like to have if you couldn't get rid of any of them? So if you were Invisible Woman, you were always invisible. If you're Johnny Storm, you were always on fire. If you're Mr. Fantastic, you're always stretchy. And then obviously if you're the Thing, you're the Thing.
Well, what do you mean always stretchy? That's so subjective.
Like you can't hold a solid form. Like your bones are getting squishy. You know,
so like
Danny
how,
Gonzalez, your bones are
like
getting
how he
squishy?
was in how he was the movie whenever
Yeah.
he got hit by Victor. He just turns into Jello on the floor.
Yeah, exactly.
I would say, oof, you know, I was gonna say the Thing, but I feel like I think Jelly for sure is the worst.
Yeah. 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 That would be bad. Being constantly invisible would be its own kind of hell, but
I think it would be really funny, but also really lonely.
wait. No. Constant invisibility, but also a force field around you. So even if you even if you found someone, no,
that's like not
you
that's
get
not
both.
funny
She gets
anymore
both.
though.
She gets both. She gets both. She gets invisibility and a force field, so she can never be touched by anyone.
Well, she would run out of air
She can
and
let
then
air
die
through.
instantly.
No, she can let air through.
Not in the movie. That's why she had to hold her breath.
Nah, well, she hasn't learned to control her powers yet. She can let air through.
Mm-hmm. Well, I would still say Jelly is the worst. Jelly is the worst.
Jelly is really bad. Jelly is really bad. Sentient jello goop on the floor, not fun. Not a fun existence to be.
Funny
Really.
thing is, you know, the Thing actually might be on the top here, you know, if the force field thing is how we're playing this.
Yeah, but then you have no rock cock.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, if you're always constantly on fire, that seems like a hassle, because then you're gonna be constantly lighting things on fire. You can't do anything.
Yeah, but at least you can jack off. At least you can jack off. As the Thing, you can't jack off. As Susan Storm, you can't see her
Are
penis.
you
You can't jack
sure
off.
he can jack off? He's just fire.
No, he can touch himself.
But
He's
he
immune to.
is fire. He's not a person. He's
But
not. He
he's
doesn't have.
immune to fire.
No, I thought he just became fire.
No, he doesn't become fire. Fire goes out of his skin. He doesn't become fire. He doesn't become like sentient fire.
I thought that's in my mind. I thought it was just human shaped fire.
No, no. I guess the name is a little misleading.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
I still think that lighting things on fire all the time would be a bit tough. So I
Would-
probably.
All right. What if you were the Thing, but they never made you clothes, but you did have a rock cock? So you had to walk around with your rock dick, just like swinging around.
I feel like this is a power move. You do that. You 100% you go for that.
What if Ben Grimm has a micro penis, so he does have a rock cock? We just can't.
Why
see
do
it.
you have to just make it worse every time?
What if
You
he
know
does
what?
have a micro penis?
I think this episode's been going on too long. I think we need to wrap it up here.
Do we think that Ben Grimm has a micro penis though?
I don't know. Maybe in some universes he does, and maybe in some universes he doesn't. That's why we have the multiverse.
What do you think in this universe?
He's not in this universe, so I wouldn't know.
They kept it secret in the Fant Four Stick. So what if they have him in real life?
There's no Baxter Foundation. I would know about it if there was.
Why? You think they would invite your dumbass?
No, I'm just really perceptive to these type of things.
Real, Danny, you live under a fucking rock. Don't bullshit me.
What do you
Don't
mean I live
bullshit.
under a rock?
You live under a fucking rock. You wouldn't know shit. Who's our president?
Who's our president?
Yeah.
There's this guy with blonde hair, and he says, "I'm gonna make America great again." Also, my friend's fat. Yeah, that's what he says.
Who's the vice president?
That's a great question.
Case in point, you wouldn't know shit about the fucking Baxter
Who's
building.
case in point?
All right. Well,
that their
that's my
name?
cue. That's my cue. Thank y'all very much for
Weird
listening.
name.
Thank y'all very much for listening. We really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you very much for listening. We want to especially, encourage you to join our Patreon. We've got some pretty cool stuff over there. You can listen to the first part of every episode ad free. So, up to the ad break, we cut you off there. But now that there's dynamic ads on the episodes now, you get to listen to them ad free. And then you get a small discount on our merch store. But if you join our not $10, $5 tier, you get a 10% discount on our merch store. You also get access to all the episodes early and ad free. So as soon as you get to the ad break, we just skip it and we come right back. It's pretty cool. Like I said, you also get merch store and you get to listen to all of our movie commentaries. So like I said, when we eventually watch Transformers 3, you're gonna get to hear that one. And I'm sure you're very excited for that. And when we fucking eventually get to watch fucking Speed Racer, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking bust a nut when we get to Speed Racer. Jesus Christ, perfect fucking film. So yeah, definitely go check out the $5 tier. It's really cool, and we'd love you if you went over there and did it. So thank you. We're on social media. We're on Instagram, Threads, Twitter. We're finally back on Twitter. Instagram, Threads, Twitter, Blue Sky, and YouTube. It's 5 now. I was caught up in that, but we're finally on all of those. We are at IIHS Podcast. So go check us out there. If you want updates, topic suggestions, Q&A, that sort of thing, definitely that's the best place to reach us. We try and have every episode out on the same day over on YouTube, if that's where you prefer to listen to podcasts. But yeah, we love you. Thank you very much for listening. One more time, we love you. Thank you very much. I know this episode's been pretty long, so let's not drag it out anymore. My name is Caleb, and incredibly influential.
My name is Danny, and I've been highly successful.
And we'll catch you guys next week when we talk about the correct Fantastic Four movie.